Yo, what is going on? Is the DFS Shark, and we are back with another day of some NBA hoops. Only a 3-game slate today, so a really small slate. But I want to quickly recap yesterday's lineup. We had a 2-man play. Let me throw that up here. You can see we went 1-1, right? Draymond Green came through. Michael Porter just got one too many rebounds. But in the Discord, we absolutely crushed it. We hit every other line besides our Flex Friday line, right? We swept Underdog. We swept Chalkboard. Our other play on PrizePicks, we actually hit. So we split between PrizePicks, which ended up being a profitable day. But I'll jump in that in just a bit so I can show you some of the wins we had. But we absolutely crushed them yesterday. And I'm going to throw up my plays for today, who I'm going to be on here in a bit. But if you're new to the channel, hey, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel, really helps pushes it out to a bigger audience, because the main goal of this channel is for us to beat PrizePicks, beat Underdog, Chalkboard, Sleeper, wherever we're playing, to beat these books together, right? And to also build a huge community, which is what we're doing in the Discord. So you definitely want to be a part of the Discord if you want to get my play super early. This play I'm about to go over right now, I throw it in the Discord as soon as I have it in. It's in there with a full write-up as well. Now I'll get into that and I'll kind of show you, but most likely these plays are going to get bumped. Probably like 85% of the time when I go over them in the video, they get bumped because the process is pretty simple. I mean, I put the play in, I write it up, and then I got to record these videos, edit it, light editing, right? And push it out there. And it usually takes 30 minutes to upload. So by the time you see it, most times the lines are bumped or gone, right? So join the Discord. That's going to be the spot. Get in there. You'll see the free play section. That's where I drop a lot of the write-ups, and I drop free plays throughout the day as well. But also, if you have never played on PrizePicks, there's a promo code somewhere up on the screen. It's going to be below. Drop that code in at sign up, and they're going to hook you up with a 100% match deposit bonus. And I also want to talk about my newest partner, Chalkboard, who I just partnered up with. Same thing, they're offering you the same thing, right? And they have a lot of lines that PrizePicks and Underdog, Sleeper, these sites don't even have, right? They have lines that they wouldn't even put up on their site. Double lines, I believe I saw one yesterday. I've never even seen that in PrizePicks, but they have really strong lines. And I was able to adjust a line yesterday as well, and we hit 3 for 3 on Chalkboard. We've been killing it there as I'm, still learning the site, getting used to it, but it is a great site. And they ran 2 more discounts yesterday. So over the last 2 days, they ran 5 discounts, basically giving you free wins, and 4 out of those 5 hit actually. So their discounts have been on fire lately. So drop that code in Shark if you want to get checked out. Remember, it's just Apple at the moment. They're working on Android. But let me throw up today's lineup so you can see this real quick. If you want to screenshot this or whatever you want to do, we got Jason Tatum less than 5.5 assists. And we got Jaden Ivey more than 14.5 points. This is what I'm going to be rolling with as my 2-man slip of the day. I got 3 more plays as well if you want to throw a 5 or 6-man slip together. Totally up to you. I'm just running a 2-man today, but let me get in that and show you. So first and foremost, let me just show you these lines we had yesterday. We had 3 lines on Underdog yesterday, and we hit every single one of them. You can see we had that Giannis discount where we got a free win. We hit this line here, and then we hit this line here. So we swept Underdog, and then we came through with the sweep and Chalkboard as well. And as you can see here, we had this line here. We had another line, this Wembanyama and Harden here. So we swept Chalkboard yesterday. You can see here, we hit all 3 of our plays here. We even had just this Wembanyama line here. He had a 7.5 rebound or 9.5 rebounds, and we adjusted down to 8.5. He still would have hit either way. But we crushed it on Chalkboard yesterday. A lot of these plays, like I said, aren't even on PrizePicks and Underdogs. So you're able to get some other lines as well. And they also ran this special here on Steph Curry. More than 2.5 3-pointers made, and he ended up hitting there. He made us sweat that one out, but he ended up hitting that line. They also had a Trae Young line, which missed, but luckily I paired that up with Brandon Ingram, who did not play, right? And then this was the other PrizePicks lineup we had yesterday. So this is the spot, man. You can see people are dropping these plays, cashing out as well with me. And you can see you can play these in multiple types of ways, right? These plays in the Discord, there's multiple ways you can do it. You can see who was it here? E-Man654, right? He said best group, I'm all green. So he played a combo of different plays that I had, right? He threw them all together in a 5-man slip. He ended up getting that 10x right there. Got paid out 180. So I drop him in here. Every single play. This is the one we're going over today. Let me show you here. This is the one we're going over today, right? Talk about bankroll management tips, because the goal here is not just to win. It's to learn how to get better at betting and to win consistently over time, right? And so these are plays, if you want to drop these in, if you want to screenshot this, these are plays that didn't make the cut. And then here's my write-up of everything. But we're going to go over all this right now as well. So let's dive in. Let's dive into DGF here. This is my spot. If you've been watching me, this is my favorite tool when it comes to finding these lines, right? Because PrizePicks has a million lines, but you don't want to look at a million lines. You want to look at the best ones, and you want to dive in from there. And so these are the best lines. These are where I found all my winners from yesterday. Every single play I had came from Daily Grind, right? So it's the number one tool, especially if you don't have time to do research. You just want to find what the top plays are. This is for you. But you can see the top 2 plays at the moment are Drew Holiday, rebounds and assists under 9.5 at 53.71. We got Paolo under 13.5, 53.70. Some really good odds here on Daily Grind. There's a bunch of other plays, right? And just because these are 52 to 51 doesn't necessarily mean they're bad plays, right? You're still getting a 1 to 2% edge. A lot of my plays probably come from the 52 to 53 range, sometimes 54, but those 54s are gone quick, so you got to be quick on those. But if you want to check them out, drop that code in SHARK at checkout. They're going to hook you up for 25% off your first month. See if it's for you. Also, you can pull this up on your phone, and it works just as well as it does on the desktop, right? So let's dive into the plays here. So we got the first play, Tatum, less than 5.5 assists. And you can see the line has already been removed completely, right? They're not just bumping these lines, they're removing them completely. So if you're on Chalkboard, those lines don't really get removed. They stay there because they're based off odds. So Tatum's a good play for this one. If you're on Sleeper, same thing. Tatum's a strong play. You might even be able to find this on underdogs. But Tatum, less than 5.5 assists, that's going to be the play. Let's go into the game. So you can see there's only 3 games, so I'm cutting back on my bankroll just a bit today. Celtics -7 on the road. Right, let's go to Tatum. So he's actually been doing well against this line. He's been going over here. He's had a couple of 9 games. And over his last 10, he's only hit this at 30%. So this is one of those where we're actually going against the trend, right? Most times out to 80%, I'm with the trends. Another 20%, I'm probably against them. So looking at his last 20, though, he's hit this at 60%. You can see his hot streak in assists started pretty much right here around January 29th. But if you look at his head-to-head versus the Knicks this season, he's gone under 2 out of 3 with a high of 7 here. And what's interesting about Tatum is, and this isn't not necessarily him because assists has to do with other players in the team, but he hasn't played as good on the road, or his teammates haven't shot as good. But over his last 5 on the road, he's actually gone under 80% of the time. His last 10, 60%, last 20, 55. Head-to-head against them, 67%, and then 60% on the season on the road. So the numbers show here that he does not play as good on the road. And the Knicks are number 10th in assists allowed for the season, right? So against power forwards, which is what Tatum usually plays, he's at a 12th rank, right? So this is a strong play. Let's see what the odds makers have this at. They are heavy on Tatum to go under here. You can see 3 of the major sports books have this at a -40 and up, right? And this is a big reason why this play got removed. And the quickest way to find these plays is always going to be DGF. You hit that refresh button and it's literally right there for you to see, right? And that's how I'm able to find these lines so quick. That's how I put them in so quick, and that's why they're gone so quick. A big part of that is DGF and being able to really find these top lines. So Jason Tatum, that's going to be my play that I'm rolling with. Let's go with my next play. It's going to be the Detroit game here. We're going Jaden Ivey more than 14.5 points. You can see they bumped his line up to 15 here. So it's up to you if you want to put this in. There's a potential chance of a push. Just be aware of that. Dive into Jaden Ivey here. So the spread on this game is +7 at home on Detroit. And he's been crushing this line lately. Last 5, he's gone over 60% of the time. His last 10, 70%. Last 20, 70. Head-to-head, let's see, for this season, he's kind of been back and forth, but he did put up 18 against them last game, and that was actually only this month, right? That was in the 4th this month he put up those points. And so they are actually out without Isaiah Stewart this game, so that should open up some more shooting opportunities for Ivy. Markelle Fultz is out for the Magic. I'm liking Ivy to come in here and just put up some points for the game. He has been scoring well, has been shooting well. Let's see, like over his last 10, just to show you how well he's been playing lately. He has been playing an average of 33 minutes, which is good. He's going to be on the court a lot. He's been averaging 15.5 attempts, shooting at 44%. He's been averaging 5.5 threes a game, shooting at 45%. So he's shooting his three-pointers better than his twos right now. At the moment, he's hitting free throws about 3.9 attempts a game at 78%. So he is a solid player. He can get points in a hurry, and you can see over his last 10, some of the upside he has, right? He had 3 straight 20-plus games. 4 out of his 5 games here, he went over 20-plus. So high scoring potential. I feel like this line is a little undervalued. I think he can definitely push 17 to 18-plus tonight. Boom, that's going to be it for our plays of the day. If y'all like the video, if y'all like me making content like this, drop me a like, drop me a comment, make sure you're subscribed. 80% of the people that watch this video aren't subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a video, so you can get that quick rundown. But really, if you really want my plays as soon as I have them, join the Discord. That's going to be a spot. The link is going to be in the comments, going to be in the description. Right, join the Discord. There's a bunch of different channels in there. If you want to join a community that's growing by the day, definitely join that Discord. That is the spot to be. As always, the goal of the channel is for us to beat these books together. So in the Discord, I'm not just sharing plays. I'm also giving insights onto what I've done to consistently beat the beats when it comes to bankroll management, the best plays, the best types of plays to play. Like today, for example, is a 3-game slate. I'm cutting back on my bankroll. I usually play 1%. I'm going about 0.75%. Right, so little things like that is how you can beat the books long term, because I know sooner or later, probably tomorrow, I don't know what the slate's looking like, there's going to be a 8+ game slate, and that's where you're going to find all that value. Just like yesterday, we had a ton of value, so keep that in mind. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Let's run those likes up. Let's try to push 50+ in this video. Let's see if we can hit it. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Take care.